Welcome back everyone, and today we'll be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to try and answer the question: is Paladins worth your time? So this is something that a lot of Overwatch players tend to question. I did myself, and I've been playing Paladins for the past few days, and the things that people usually say about this game is that, you know, that the champions, they were pretty much copied from Overwatch. I mean, you have some like this guy right here. He can remind you of Diva, right? We have Canessa, which is pretty much Widowmaker. I mean, it's Widowmaker, and we have Farah right here. We have Fernando, which is Reinhardt. You can see right here he has a shield, charge, a fireball, which is kind of like Reinhardt's E, his fire strike. We have here something that reminds us of Anzo, you know. Wait, there's one more. Yeah, it's this guy. You see, pretty much Torbjorn. But apart from that, you know, I do honestly think that, you know, all similarities aside, this is a game that's very different from Overwatch. Let's play Siege. Let's play the game mode that is specific to Paladins. We have the payload mode, which you just have to escort the payload.
Select your champion.
And this is Siege. Okay, we'll be playing as Buck. I find him to be really fun to play with. Let me see. I'll just mute myself because, well, his abilities. He has a shotgun, and he can shoot a net that will slow enemies. His first ability heals him, and his second ability makes him leap, like, and his ultimate resets all his cooldowns and resets all his ammo, so he gets all his ammo back and doubles the damage from his shotgun. So, you know, I find him to be really fun, but this game, you'll see it right here. I haven't customized any of these. I could have bought any of these. You see, you have three choices right here. You have this currency that you can use to buy these sort of things, these cards, or you can get them by loot boxes, you know. And you can make decks. They call it loadouts, but they're pretty much decks that will make your character unique. You know that there will. Oh god. Okay, so this guy right here, he will remind you a lot of Roadhog. He has his hook, shotgun.
5, 4,
okay.
3, 2,
and
1.
This game mode,
So it begins.
I have some problems with this game mode. You know, basically, there's a neutral point on the center of the map, and the first team that captures it is the first team that gets to move the payload. But
An enemy has drawn first blood.
oh no, their healer was there, but yeah, you'll see. You'll probably get what I'm talking about in a bit, because you get 1 point for capturing the objective, and if you manage to take the payload all the way to the enemy's base, you'll get 1 point. But if the enemy manages to stop you, they'll get a point. So I mean, picture that you capture it and then they can stop you from moving. Okay, it's 1-1, and you can capture the point. You can be capturing the point for the entire match, and they can defend it, of course. And then on the third round, they get lucky, I don't know. And then they capture it, you know? Okay, and that really pisses me off a bit. Because, you know, one team can be clear on top the entire match and then just one lucky push from them and you're gone.
Killing spree.
But yeah, apart from that, I mean, in my honestly, it might look a lot like Overwatch, you know, but I do honestly think that it is a very different game from Overwatch. I haven't played competitive or anything, but I have a few hours already on this game, and they honestly have some very interesting characters. Okay, so let's see. We have our ultimate ready. So that thing. That was an ability from, well, pretty much our Widowmaker. Okay, she's dead. And just as you can see, we'll probably be able to push it. Let's use our ultimate. And as you can see, we got 2 points. Okay. We'll probably win this one, which is fine by me. But I do really think that there needs to be some balancing done to this game mode. I mean, it is fun, don't get me wrong, but it can be extremely frustrating at times. Extremely. Especially if you've been on top the entire match and then they get... Because I don't know if you can notice it, but you capture the point pretty quickly. Like super fast, super fast. So if they kill your whole team one time during the entire match, and if that happens to be during the last round, they won and you were winning the entire game. And I mean, I don't really know how to feel about that, you know. And another thing is that you have almost no time to push the payload. I mean, almost no time. You have 2 minutes and something, I think, which is kinda absurd, you know. You pretty much have to be on the payload the entire game. What? Okay. Okay, this is his ultimate, you can't go beyond that elf. And that's our, well, let's say Brodog's ultimate. It's Mako, that's his name. We're playing as Buckets, cause I think I told you guys that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I was expecting something, well, much worse, you know. Didn't think I would enjoy that this much. Oh god, oh god. That was a really nice bomb combo, I gotta say it. Oh yeah, and you get these items that you can buy. I have it on automatic because I don't have the grasp on it yet. I don't really know which ones to buy or not yet. And I mean, you win credits in game. As you can see there, I just slayed him, so I got 30 credits. And when you go back to base, you can buy more things to your character. You know, that increase your movement speed, increase your health, increase your armor penetration, things like that. And you know, since you can't change characters during games, I think that is really good, you know. It kind of lets you adapt a little bit more to the situations at hand. and I could really appreciate it. Like, but okay, let's see. Okay, he's dead.
Rampage. Victory.
Okay, nice. But yeah, guys, go ahead and try Paladins. I don't think you'll regret it. It's a nice break from Overwatch, you know. I honestly just started playing because I was curious. I wanted to see why some Overwatch players were hating on it. That was a really nice play. I gotta say that much. But yeah, I mean, you can't. You also have skins in here. You have champion levels. That's something that you don't have in Overwatch. I can show you guys what all the loot boxes work in here. You have several ones. They all have different items. As you can see, this one contains cards, essence. Essence, it's that purple thing that you can use to buy cards with, and cosmetics. These ones only have exclusive items, you see, and you can buy them with in-game currency. You know, in-game currency, these coins is only used for buying champions, and there's not a lot of champions right now. At least I feel like it. I mean, there probably are 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, no, there are some. There are. I don't know. It's just when I go to select champions, I feel like, I don't know, but they are constantly having new champions, so I can appreciate that. This game is still in beta, so okay, as you can see, this is the only kind of type of chest that you get by leveling up. And as you can see, the duplicates got me essence, and then I have this one. Let's read it for you guys to know what typically occurs. Blast shots cooldown is reduced by 0.5 seconds for every enemy. It's little things like that, but you can. Let me show you guys how the loadouts work. Let's go to the champions. So for example, with bot. Okay, I can go in here. As you can see, I select one card. Seismic Wave. Reduce the cooldown of Heroic Leap by 0.5 seconds. But you can add, and you can see by now this is the maximum I can have 4 times the same card, and it will reduce it by 2 seconds. And I mean, I find it really interesting, you know. It kind of has a little more strategy to the game, instead of, oh, this counters that, so I'll pick this, and if they switch to that, I'll switch to this, you know. That kind of back and forth game, it doesn't really exist in here, because for one, you can change your characters during in game, but being able to choose your loadouts for the particular match, for the particular map, particular game mode, for the particular enemy team, I find it to be a lot more deep than Overwatch in that regard. I think Overwatch is a much more polished game than this one, but it isn't a bad game by any stretch of imagination. Like, if you guys haven't played it, play it. Give it a chance. Let me just... Okay, I just want to get out of here. Okay, cancel, okay. Give it a chance, guys. If you don't like it, okay, but I think it doesn't really deserve the hate. And honestly, the comparisons that they're making with Overwatch, because they have a lot, I mean, different champions from Overwatch. have lots of fun playing Eevee. For example, it's kind of glass cannon. She fires slow projectiles that cause a lot of damage when they hit the enemies directly. I mean, they have tons of characters that are different from Overwatch, and yet people still nitpick on those few ones like Kinessa, that is pretty much Widowmaker. We have Farah, Roadhog, Reynard. You know, forget all that, guys. Come in here open-minded like I did, and I think that you'll enjoy it. You'll be having a blast. Find the character that suits you. I honestly really like to play Buck. He goes everywhere, he's constantly leaping. I love his shotgun. I think it's a really good character. Yeah, give this game a try, guys. Then make your own opinion. You know, don't just say it because everyone else says it. Give it a shot, okay? So yeah, I think that will do it for today's video. It was an Overwatch, but you know, I figured that I would try Paladins and give you guys my opinion on it today, and tomorrow will be more Overwatch. We'll be back to Overwatch, and yeah, and if you guys don't know, the Overwatch season is about to end, so yeah, I probably won't get to Diamond in this season. Oh, I'm kinda sad, but you know. Okay, guys. I'll stop whining. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until the next one, bye bye.